Hello everybody. I'm having a lot of fun with my Boss BR-800 multi-track recording studio, and I'm discovering a few things about it which I think you might find useful. So one of the things that I'm going to have a look at today is the rhythm editor function. All of the built-in rhythms, the presets, are all in 4/4 time. So if you want to play anything else, which is not in 4/4 time, then you are going to have to produce your own rhythms, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Right, so what we're going to try and do is put together a drumming rhythm for a track by Pink Floyd, which is Money. It's famously in 7/4 time, and since all of the built-in preset rhythms on the Boss BR-800 are in 4/4 time, this is really a little bit ambitious. Right, the first thing we need to do is to download and install the BR-800 rhythm editor, and then we'll launch it. And one of the things that you kind of need to understand is that when the rhythm editor is saving its rhythms, it's saving them to the Boss BR-800. So when this starts up, it's going to tell me it can't connect to the BR-800 because the BR-800 is not yet switched on and plugged in. I'll come back to that in a moment. Right, now we can start up the BR-800. The USB cable is plugged into the computer. Once the song has loaded, we can touch Menu, go down to USB, press Enter, and choose Rhythm Editor, and press Enter, and then Enter to start the connection. And now, if I click Connect, it'll probably tell me it can't connect again. Oh no, it won't, it's going to connect. That's fine. Bit of a spinny thing going on. Now it has connected to the BR-800, and it's showing me the song which is currently loaded on the BR-800. That's song 0003. Now, just to understand how this rhythm editor works, there are three sections to the screen. There's the pattern section, there's the drum kit section, and there's the arrangement section. Each of them has a right button, right here for right, there for the drum kit, and arrangement right here. So three save functions, and those will save not locally on the computer but onto the Boss BR-800, so it needs to be connected. Now if I were to swap, let's just focus on pattern for the moment, because what I'm really aiming to do is to create a drumming pattern in 7/4 time. If I go to the song, then these are the patterns which are saved for this specific song. So let's just start by creating effectively a metronome beat in 7/4 time. What's the name of that so that it's obvious what it is? There's a little button here which just pops up a little thing. It doesn't look like a text editing input field, but it is. Makes me think that this software was designed perhaps for Windows 7, or maybe before that Windows 95, because it doesn't look like sort of modern up-to-date software. That's not a problem, it works perfectly well, it isn't quite as intuitive as you might imagine in the 21st century. So let's just change the name of this, and we'll call it Metro 7/4. You've only got, press enter, you've only got 8 characters for the names of the drumming patterns. That's another reason that makes me think this has come from the sort of DOS era. And when we've changed the name, this little field here has changed to edit. So in other words, effectively this is now edited. If we exit from this, we'll lose that. I need to click the pattern right button to save that onto the BR-800. So I can just save that now, and you can choose which of the patterns to save it in. Now we're editing pattern 1. I'm going to save it in pattern 1. And now when we click that drop down list, we've got Metro 74 as the available ones, one of the available ones. And we can now start changing it around, but we must remember to click the pattern right button every time we make a change. Now, the time signature for this is here, and there's a big range of time signatures available to us. As I said, what we want is 7/4 time, and we're going to make a simple metronome beat. What we'll have is something like a cowbell, like that. You can hear it when you click them. You can see what they sound like. Right, so this is just a kind of on the drum kit. You can hear them just by clicking on there, but they also pop up when you click on the grid where you can lay out the whole of your drumming pattern. So these are the beats: beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, beat 5, beat 6. Scroll across beat 7. Doesn't quite fit onto that pane in this window, but we're going to start on beat 1 with something like a, what should we have, a cymbal? No, that's too heavy. Yeah, let's start with a cowbell, and then we'll have 6 beats after that. So, right, we'll start with a cowbell on beat 1. We'll have something like, what's a snare drum sound like? Yeah, that might do. Let's try a snare on beat 2, and a snare on beat 3, and a snare on beat 4, and a snare, I'm double clicking by the way, snare on beat 5, snare on beat 6, and a snare on beat 7. Now let's see what that sounds like. Right, so that's sort of good enough. What I know, the next thing to notice is that each of the columns represents a 1/16th beat, and you've got this zoom function. Now the rhythm goes boom doo doo dum 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 dum, and then there's a bit of a boom ch boom ch boom ch boom ch. So that seems to be, I think, something like a kind of a 12th beat before the hi-hat, or before the snare drum. So I'm just going to change that, and we'll load the third pattern. Oops, and I need to make that 7/4 time. And we're going to put the same closed hi-hat in on beats 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6. But we're going to put in a snare drum on the bits in between. And then the last one is going to be a dudum, but we'll just play that first. So that's going to be something like, right. Right, now we've got our patterns. I can put them together into an arrangement in this song. So we just click on rhythm, and we change that from a pattern to an arrangement. This arrangement I've previously named as Andy0001. I don't know what kind of a drum kit we'll have for this, but I'll just change it to hard, and then we will press enter and edit the steps. Now the first step is basically going to be our metronome beat, so we'll go around to the S block of patterns. On the patterns I've got here, you can see the name appears there. This is the Metro 7/4 beat that I created, and S002 is basic and S003 is V1. So let's just go around to that. So now we've got some rhythm patterns in 7/4 time, and I've put them together into an arrangement at 122 beats per minute. Let's see what we've got. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How's that? Not bad. 7/4 time.